Good evening. Thank you for joining us. New tonight, investigators believe they have the man in custody accused of stealing thousands of dollars of personal belongings from the elderly. WBBJ 7 Eyewitness News reporter Jordan Hall spoke to a woman who says the jewelry her husband gave her before he died is still missing. First tonight, Jackson police say credit card fraud is becoming more common in West Tennessee. They say they aren't sure how these criminals are able to get card numbers, but police show us this surveillance video where a man is behind bars today after being arrested last night for stealing a car. Jordan Fesmeyer is charged with theft of property of over $10,000. Now, Jackson police need your help tonight finding a man who robbed an 84-year-old man. It happened here on Coatsland Drive around 3:30 yesterday. Police say it was a strong armed robbery and the suspect took a wallet from the elderly man. He then fled on foot towards Ayers Drive. If you have any information, please call Jackson Police. Well, 61 people behind bars and 5 meth labs shut down. That's the result of the West Tennessee roundup half a dozen counties participated in last night. 4 of those meth labs were found in Henderson County. Local law enforcement and the district attorney's offices banded together to make arrests for multiple drug and probation offenses. Henderson County ended up making 23 arrests. Henderson County Sheriff's Department says this is just the beginning of their fight against drugs in West Tennessee. Well, prosecutors say a Memphis man has been sentenced to 1 year and 4 months in prison for killing a puppy by putting it in a dishwasher. In a news release, Shelby County District Attorney Amy Wyrick says 27-year-old Marcus Curry has pleaded guilty to felony charges of aggravated animal cruelty. Last June, witnesses told Memphis police investigators that Curry put the dog in his dishwasher, turned it on, and left it running. Well, today Christians observe Good Friday. It's a day where people remember the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Dozens of members of a church in Milan reenact the crucifixion today. The reenactment included a cross and whips. Some residents say it's hard to watch but believe it's needed to let people know the meaning of Good Friday. Organizers say in previous years, drivers would call police confused by the brutal reenactment and think it was real. West Tennesseans rallied together today at the Bemis Museum to discuss the fate of the old Bemis Mill. Residents were able to speak and tell stories about the old Bemis Mill. Many attendees signed a petition to halt the destruction of the landmark. Many also brought signs and chanted outside the old museum. Some residents say seeing Bemis without the old building would be different. All right, Tom, so I have to know, are these warm temperatures here to stay?
Well, I'm a weatherman, so we got to talk about long-term forecasts. We're always going into that with a little uncertainty, but right now I don't see any signs that we're going to be seeing temperatures back in the 30s for a while.
That is good news.
Good news, absolutely.
Good news. Thank you, Tom. Well, millions of people across the world are expected to turn off the lights for 1 hour today. The Worldwide Fund for Nature encourages people, cities, businesses, and landmarks to switch off the lights at 8:30 p.m. local time. Now, Eric, are you going to turn your lights off at 8:30? We'll be here, so I guess we could turn the lights off in here, right?
Yeah, we can turn the lights off at here or at home.
Yeah.
It's actually good, especially towards Earth Day is actually coming up in the next few weeks as we get into April. Pay attention to for that potential for severe weather.
Thank you, Eric, and thank you for joining us. More news tonight at 10.